I just got a cigar and some matches from the guy at the smoke shop. I usually don't buy cigars from the smoke shop. I didn't buy this one. He just gave it to me. And that's the beauty of, knowing people, is sometimes you get gifts. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get a nice little gift. Let's see if we can get this match to work. I'm trying to use a match to light it. He says that's what you're supposed to use. This one's not lighting for some reason. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna take this outside. I'm gonna light it more. I want to get a bit more of an even light. It looks like one of the sides isn't as lit up. So we're gonna light that side up too. There we go. Got that to light first try. That tastes good. That tastes organic. I feel like I already feel the nicotine. That's nice. We're gonna take this outside, baby. Woo. You could barely see it because it's so windy out here, but I'm still, puffing on it. A lot of people say stuff like, oh, that's not healthy, you're smoking a cigar, or, oh, that's not healthy, you're drinking whiskey, or, oh, that's not healthy, you're having sex with a random stranger, you could get an STD. It is healthy. You want to know why? Part of health is enjoying life. Part of health is enjoying life. Weed can literally cure cancer, but you know what else is good about cannabis? It feels good. Mushrooms and LSD can literally regenerate your brain. I'm not kidding. But you know what else is awesome about psychedelics? They're fun and interesting. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta just enjoy life. I'm not saying to go eat a McDonald's burger. You might not enjoy that. You might enjoy a fresh green juice better. But I'm just saying to enjoy life is important. Maybe you do enjoy doing healthy things. Maybe you enjoy spending time in the sun. Maybe you enjoy exercising. But if you don't enjoy exercise, maybe you need a little bit more rest. Maybe you're exercising too much. Maybe you're overtraining. If you don't enjoy eating healthy, maybe you're not eating the right foods. Maybe you're not eating the foods that taste good to you. You might be forcing yourself to eat an apple, but you might enjoy a mango better. You might be forcing yourself to eat an apple, but you might enjoy apple juice better. Maybe you need to get yourself a juicer. You might be forcing yourself to eat a salad, but maybe you'd enjoy a green juice with some fruits in it better. And I'm not saying to not do things that you don't enjoy every now and then. But what I'm saying is that sometimes doing things you don't enjoy is good. It can build mental toughness. Sometimes doing things you don't enjoy is good. It can help create discipline. But in my opinion, balance is important. You know, a lot of people spend their whole lives miserable, and that can't be healthy. I don't care what health protocol you're doing. If it feels like miserable the whole time you're doing it, it's probably not healthy. You know? You want to know how I know that vegetarianism is probably more natural than eating meat? Because I don't enjoy the taste of raw meat. The only reason a lot of people enjoy the taste of meat is because of all the seasonings they put on it. You don't really like the taste of beef, try eating raw, unseasoned beef. You don't really enjoy the taste of fish, try eating raw fish with the blood and everything on it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit of fish here and there, but how much fish can you really eat before it gets disgusting? How much raw pork can you really eat before it gets disgusting? And that's why I'm an advocate for vegetarianism, because it actually tastes good. Honey tastes good. You know what I'm saying? Raw kefir with honey in it tastes good. Raw eggs yolks with hot sauce tastes good. A lot of raw fruits taste good. Fruit juices taste good. Green juice actually tastes pretty good. Natural sea salt tastes good. You need sodium. A lot of people think salt is bad. Salt is good for you. If you don't have enough sodium, it can cause a whole host of health issues. You know, the sun is good for you. The sun feels good. Nature is good for you, and being out in nature feels good. It helps reset your mind. It helps clear your mind. I'm not even inhaling this. I've just been puffing it from my mouth the whole time. I don't want to put this in my lungs right now. And I'm not saying cigars are good for you at all. I'm not saying tequila is good for you at all. But every now and then having a drink with your loved one probably is good for you. I've heard a little bit of alcohol here and there can be good for the heart. A little bit of wine here and there can be good for the heart. You know, opium can have its health benefits. That's why they made it illegal, because it actually is very healing and you can grow it yourself. That's why they made mushrooms illegal, because it works better than a lot of pharmaceuticals. That's why they made cannabis illegal, because it works better than a lot of pharmaceuticals, and they don't want you to have access to your own medicine that you can cheaply grow for yourself. And you don't have to smoke cigars. You can actually use tobacco for other reasons. I think the ancient shamans would make tea out of it. Nicotine can have a lot of anti-aging benefits. And I'm not saying to overdo it, but I'm just saying every once in a while, sometimes it's good to just enjoy life. This was just given to me. I've had a lot of people try to give me gifts before, and I used to deny it and say no. One time I was doing a DoorDash, and I had this an Instacart. I forgot which one it was, and I had a hot-ass, thick-ass Latina looking girl tell me it was her birthday, and she asked me if I wanted to come inside and eat cake. I told her I don't eat cake. Biggest mistake of my life. I should have went inside and maybe had some cake with her. Or maybe I could have went inside and told her, hey, I don't eat this kind of cake, but I'd love to eat your cake if you want me to. It was her birthday. She was trying to invite me in for cake, and I said no. I'm not joking. I regretted it. I was like, damn, she was hot and thick as fuck. She wasn't just inviting me in for no reason. I could feel that she wanted me. She wanted me to go eat her cake, if you know what I'm saying. But I didn't pick up on the hint. I just thought, oh, I don't eat cake. It's bad for me. I used to have that much of a stick up my ass. And I'm not saying that it's not good to be that way sometimes. But it wasn't about the cake. That's what I realized. It was that she wanted me to spend time with her. She literally said, like, hey, would you like to come in and eat some cake with me? It's my birthday. And I said no. Biggest mistake of my life. I could have given her some bomb-ass birthday sex. I didn't even have to eat the cake with her. If someone invites you in to eat some cake with them, like a hot girl, like what happened to me, you can just say, yeah, I'd love to. And then go in with them. And then once you're in there with them, just say, hey, to be honest with you, I have some health issues right now, which was true for me at the time. So I don't really eat cake at the moment, but I'd love to eat your cake. And I bet she would have been all over it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when someone offers you a gift, it's not about the gift itself. This is a real story, by the way. This actually happened. She literally invited me in for cake, and I said, no, I don't eat cake. And I driving on the way home, I regretted it. I'm like, damn, it wasn't even about the cake. I could have just said, yes, I'd love to. And then once I got inside with her, I could have said, hey, to be honest, I have health issues. I don't really eat cake, but I'd love to eat your cake. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm just saying, sometimes it's not about the actual gift that they're giving you, but the gift is a sign of friendship. That's what it really is. And so I accepted the gift, and I'm not inhaling. I'm just puffing it with my mouth. I'm not inhaling any of this into my lungs. So just because you accept the gift doesn't mean you have to hurt yourself with it. You can accept the gift and then go inside and eat her cake instead of eating the physical cake. Sometimes it's a metaphor for something else. And that's what I didn't realize at that moment. And that's why I missed out on some good pussy. She was thick as fuck and hot as fuck. It would have been the time of my life. Never again will I make that mistake, I hope. At least I hope I don't. I mean, shit, maybe I did make that mistake again recently. This girl said, nice hat. She don't give a fuck about my hat. She probably wanted me to ask her for her number or something. She was hot as fuck as well. She also looks Latina. I don't know what it is with Latinas hitting on me, but I've rejected so many girls in my days, and I regret it. I regret it. Sometimes I wish I would have fucked them all. And that's what I'm saying is sometimes you got to enjoy life. You know? Sometimes that's what's important. A lot of people think health is always about discipline. Yeah, that's part of it. You know, staying away from the junk food, eating the healthy food, that's part of it. But it's not just about discipline. It's also about having fun. It's also about enjoying yourself. Because that creates a certain neurochemistry in the body and brain that actually helps to heal you, believe it or not. Some of the healthiest people I know, they don't do anything in specific. They don't eat a certain way, none of that. They're just the happiest people I've met. And they just enjoy life. And that's what keeps them healthy. And I'm not saying the other things don't matter as well. Yeah, it can be good to cut out the junk food. That can actually help a lot. People have reversed diseases that way. I've been eating too much junk food lately. I probably should cut it out. But what I'm saying is don't ignore the human aspect of it as well. You know? If that hot girl invites you in for cake, take it as a metaphor. Maybe she doesn't want you to eat the physical cake. Maybe she wants you to eat her cake. Go inside. Celebrate her birthday with her. Just tell her you have health issues and you can't eat the cake, but you'd love to eat her cake. You know, make a joke out of it. Enjoy yourself. I've rejected so many girls because I thought, I need to be celibate because that's what God wants. If God wants us to be celibate, why did he give us a dick and a pussy? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying celibacy isn't a good thing sometimes. You need to be alone to get your energy right. That's fine. You have every right to be celibate. And if you are, I applaud you. I'm proud of you. But there's nothing wrong with having some good sex. That can be a very healing. Celibacy can be healing, but so can good sex. There's more than one ways to skin a cat. Quitting alcohol can be healing if you're an alcoholic, but a shot of tequila here and there can also be healing. Tequila has probiotics and, well, I don't know if it actually does or not, but it can make you feel good sometimes having a shot of tequila here and there. So the point of this video is there's more than one ways to skin a cat. It's not black and white. Discipline is good, but so is having fun. And you got to find your own unique balance between the two. Maybe you don't enjoy eating junk food, so you have more fun eating perfectly healthy. Maybe your fun comes from other sources, like getting in a good workout. If you can find joy and fun in doing the good habits, that's the best. I'm not saying you have to do the bad habits to have fun. But believe it or not, a lot of things that people say are bad are actually good for you. Opium can promote neurogenesis in the brain. It can actually help balance your serotonin levels. Magic mushrooms can heal DNA damage in the brain. Nicotine can reverse cellular aging. And I'm not saying you have to smoke it. I'm not even inhaling this. I'm just puffing it with my mouth. I'm not even inhaling it. There's other forms of getting nicotine. There's nicotine gum. There's other ways of getting it. But what I'm saying is, sometimes it's good to open your mind, because a lot of things that society says is traditionally bad is actually good for you. Opium can actually be good for you. Magic mushrooms can actually be good for you. Cannabis can actually be good for you. We have cannabis receptors. We have opium receptors. We co-evolved along with these plants. These are healing plant medicines that should be legal, and we should be allowed to grow them ourselves. The pharmaceutical industry has too much power and control, you know? We should be allowed to produce our own medicine. No man on earth knows better than God, and God gave us cannabis, mushrooms, and opium for a reason, you know? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for tuning in. I love you all. Until next one, I'm out. Love and peace.